Yes, you could be the greatest, you can be the best, you can be that King Kong banging on your chest. Great song from The Script and Will I Am here on Joy 99.7 FM. Good evening and welcome to Personality Profile. We're afforded with a very lovely Thursday evening. And we have the opportunity to live right and of course listen to the story of a Ghanaian who is well known, who we can celebrate, whose story we want to hear. This evening we share with you a very interesting story. You know, it's our Ghana month, and we're celebrating the Ghanaians who are doing amazing things in their fields, Ghanaians who have actually made us happy in various ways. Now tonight we celebrate one of the few people in this country who absolutely needs no introduction. Oh yeah. I guess he lost his real name when he started acting many years ago. But this man brought joy to many homes. Oh yes, he put smiles on our faces through television. Yeah. For many people who are familiar with the comedy scene in Ghana, his name is not only synonymous with comedy, but also with a person who's carved a niche for himself. Look, when I was much younger, I used to admire this man. I used to watch him on TV and laugh at many of his lines in the movies and his theater plays. Boy, oh boy. The next time you go and buy a bowl of wache, remember there's a superstar we call Wache. This evening I spent time with the man whose government's name is Prince Yolson, but you know him as Wache.
One day I go drink. Oh, that day I was proper. So I fall down, some woman come, he say, make her wake up. This woman take water. He put me for bed. He take the water back for me. Hey, you enjoy? Oh, yeah, I enjoy proper.
So you kiss him? Like you kiss him, this your teeth, you go give him tetanus.
This woman, he bath for me finish, then I tell her my story. Then he tell me his story. We all get one fit. Come see how this woman they cry. This woman cry, then I tell him, she will make you no cry, make you no cry. Before I go see, kafo.
So hey, Baba, no plus kafo.
Kafo, you good. Kafo, you good.
Look at.
Oh, so I give her belly, sir.
You give him belly?
I give her belly.
He actually has his head down. It's like he's listening and he's actually shy. He can't believe that he's the one talking. Prince Yolson, aka Wache, live on Personality Profile. Prince, you're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Why did you have your head down when it was playing?
You know, that character isn't me. It's someone else.
It's someone else.
I had to interpret that character.
Yeah.
So, anytime I listen to that character, I ask myself, are you the one interpreting this particular character?
Wow.
I don't believe it.
You don't believe it?
No.
You listen to yourself, you watch yourself, some of the old stuff you've done, and you can't even believe you're the one doing it.
No.
Why can't you believe it? What is it? What has changed?
Because looking at myself and that character, there's a parallel line between us.
Wow.
You see?
Yeah.
And I don't believe I could be that character. No. Not even for a moment.
Wow. So you know go give him belly. Anyway, you're most welcome to Personality Profile. Really glad that you made time to join us. I mean, some of us haven't seen you on our screens in like forever. But of course, you are a childhood idol to many people, including myself. So why not? Let's get to hear the story. Let's get to know what's up with you. But first of all, how are you doing?
By His grace,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Last I heard of you, I think I heard you were not feeling too well. But are you better?
Well, the Bible says in Isaiah 33:24 that do not say I'm not well. So I am strong.
in the name of Jesus.
Yes, I was strong then. Yes,
Yeah.
and I'm now stronger.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. 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 This, I mean, the messages are coming in already. Folks are enjoying the fact that they're listening to Wache live on Joy FM. This one says, Lexus, I had goosebumps when you mentioned him. Wow, it's been so long. Yeah, Larry, it has been so long. And well, tonight we get to get up close and personal. You know, we get to talk about his journey through movies and theater and where he is now. But what have you been doing now? You're no more into movies. What are you into now, Prince?
You know, in Ghana, you have to do many things. And if I'm not into movies, I write.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you still write?
I still write.
What,
And
theater
I'm
plays
now-
or
I'm
movies? Movie scripts?
now, movie scripts.
Okay.
And I'm now a student.
Oh, you're now a student?
Yes.
Where?
A student pastor.
A student pastor?
Yeah.
Wow. So now I understand how come you were quoting Bible left, right, center. You were using me for studies. Because I asked, how are you? I say, you see, the Bible says, oh, I get it. Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
So very soon, we're going to have Reverend Pastor Prince Yosin.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
God's grace.
To God be the glory.
Amen.
Oh, this is totally awesome. So Prince Yosin, you know him as Wache. Well, he's studying to be a reverend minister. Isn't that awesome? How did this come about? I mean, is it a calling? Is it I don't know. What is it exactly? Tell us.
Well, if it's a
If you
calling,
can kindly get closer to my
if it's a
microphone.
calling, God didn't speak to me personally,
Okay.
but I would say He spoke through a lot of ministers, a lot of pastors,
Uh-huh.
and this started way back, like 20 years and more. Anytime I go to a particular church, the minister will call me in front of the congregation and
Uh-huh.
tell me, God wants you to do His work.
Wow.
Anywhere I go to. So it got to a time I stopped going to church because I felt, look, I'm not the type of person God needs.
Mm.
I'm a sinner. Why does God want to use me? If God wants to use anybody at all, it should be the righteous person, not a sinner like me. But at a point, I came to understand that God uses the broken vessel to work.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, this is totally amazing. But the way you keep describing yourself as a sinner, what? Well, I know sin in general, but for you, when you say you're a sinner, what do you mean?
Yeah, we sin every day without knowing. There are certain things we say that amounts to sin. There are certain things we do that amounts to sin. So every day we live, we sin. So the only person who came in the form of a human being who never sinned was Jesus Christ. But apart from him, we all sin.
So now you're hearing this from pastors. They keep telling you that they want you to do God's work, or they think that you should do God's work and whatnot. At what point were you convicted that this is what I want to do?
Yes. When I was well, some 2 years ago, and even when I went to school, the director told me, God started calling you not today. God started calling you not today. Why now? Was it because you wanted the fame before you come or not? I said, I don't know why. The only thing I told him was, I don't know why.
Interesting. Well, we probably would have Reverend Pastor Prince Yosin very, very, very soon. Wache. Jojo Impantan wants me to ask you where Idikoko is.
Idikoko is in Ghana.
He's in Ghana.
Yes.
One of these days, you need to pull him out so onto the show and then find out what things are. But you attended Presec as well.
No.
Where did you school? Because I heard all that rumor. Where did you school?
It was my younger brother.
Was your younger brother rather?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So where did you school?
In Accra and Takrady.
And Takrady.
Yeah.
Okay. So what? Did you always want to get into movies? Did you always want to be an actor?
Yeah, it was my passion.
Was your
Way
passion?
back, yes.
Okay.
Way back. Especially those days when the Cowboys films were in vogue. You know, anytime I went to the cinemas, I tell myself, I want to be like this man. And little did I know that I would grow up to be
A TV star.
Yes.
But how did the first break come up?
Yeah, it was on stage. You know, I was understudying somebody, and that person didn't come to rehearsals on a particular day.
Yeah.
And the director asked me to take the role. And to the director, I performed better than the one
Who was
playing
supposed
the
to
role.
do the,
Yes.
yeah.
So he gave the role to me.
Yeah.
And that was how I started.
Well, and you know, I realized that most of the movies, you're either a watchman or a houseboy or something of the sort. Was that your specialty? Did you master it? This
No.
specialization.
You see, anytime I'm giving a particular role, I say to myself, no, don't disgrace yourself. Don't disgrace yourself. And I started playing good roles, like a king,
Yeah.
a gentleman, and those stuff. But then, one day I was given a role as a madman,
Okay.
and I played it so well, and that was how it started.
So they're like, well, if you're looking for somebody who's mad, why not Wachi? But the name Wachi itself, how did you get it?
That's a long story. I'll probably take your whole till next week.
We'll still be talking about
Yes.
it. No, I don't know. What was it on set? Was it a nickname in school or what?
Yeah, when I started playing these stupid roles,
Okay.
you know, I took a name. You know, with showbiz, when you take names that are common, that are not mouthful, that any child can even pronounce, then it sticks.
Okay.
So I decided to take Gujia.
Gujia.
Gujia,
Okay.
as in peanuts.
Okay.
The houses call peanuts Gujia.
Right.
Then somebody called our attention that I should change that name because it sounds insulting to Ghana.
Ah.
Because once upon a time we had a prime minister, Buzia,
Oh.
Professor Buzia.
Okay.
So when you pronounce Gujia, it sounds like Buzia.
Okay. Interesting.
So I decided to take Wachi.
And you just took Wachi.
And I took Wachi. And Mami Dokuno and Station Master helped in promoting that name.
How did they help?
Anytime they want to call anybody, where's Wachi? Hey, bring that Wachi. Where is he? And,
Yeah.
you know,
And people started, getting the hang of it. And that's it.
that's it.
Wow, amazing stuff. So back then, you started on stage and all movies. You started loving it. Was it paying?
Well, I wouldn't say it was paying or not. You know, in showbiz, sometimes I cry when I hear people say certain things. You know, you are given the free hand to charge how much you want to earn. You know, and I believe in every field of work, when you go, you are either told how much you'll be paid or how much you want to be given.
Yeah.
And you either agree or forget about it. But in showbiz, you negotiate. If the director or the producer says, I will pay you 100 cedis, you can tell him, no, 100 is too small, and I want 500. And from there, you start bargaining.
Yeah.
Until you meet at a point where you feel it's okay for you. The producer also feels I'm fine.
Yeah.
Then you take it. So when I hear people say, "Oh, I've been cheated," I ask myself, how?
Okay.
You see?
Yeah.
Because you reserve the right to either agree or disagree.
So in your opinion, you were never cheated in showbiz?
No.
You were paid your due?
No matter how much you give me, because I felt it was okay for me.
That's why you took it?
That's why I took it.
So you are very content with all the amount of money you probably earned from movies?
Yes.
Did it make you rich?
Well, I wouldn't say it made me rich, because how do you define rich, somebody who's rich? How much do you have to earn, or how much are you supposed to have before you earn the name rich man? You see, so at least it was putting food on the table.
Just that? No, I mean, I keep asking this particular question because there's so many of our heroes who, after many years of going off TV, years later you would hear, oh, let's go support this person because they're in a state that they need help and whatnot, Whereas in some jurisdictions, the people who really we call legends and stars on TV, they probably have mansions and whatnot, and that's why I keep probing to find out. But it looks like your definition of riches is different. But let's stick to my definition of riches, where you probably have been able to accumulate some good money to say, look, I'm comfortable.
Yeah, I didn't want to go there, but since you are pushing me there, let me go. Right now as we speak, on Joy FM, I'm the content, right? After this interview, how much are you giving me? At least coming here, I bought fuel, or I paid money for transport. So after this interview, how much are you giving me? And in this country, we take things for granted. You get it? Anything we do, when someone you can say for. Or when you are you've finished eating and you are satisfied, slotting that film, let me watch it and laugh. But then we forget that the movies are also like a preacher on the pulpit preaching. It tells you a lot of things that you need to learn from. But sometimes we just watch the film for watching sake without learning anything from it. You see? Or and back in our days, yes, we were doing comedy all right, but we were careful with words. Even the Bible says, choose your words carefully, and whatever you say goes back into your heart. It comes from your heart and goes back. It's like a computer. What the words
you put in,
you program into the computer,
right,
is what comes out. Now, if you want to get an answer for a particular something, now when you Google or you do whatever you have to do, it is what you put there that will pop up the answer. When you put in the wrong thing, you get the wrong answer. So the same as the heart, whatever you say goes back into it. So when you take the Bible and you read Mark 4:24, it tells you, when you are listening to anybody, listen carefully. and diagnose what you are hearing. Otherwise, whoever wants to do anything to you will capture your mind.
I don't know. You were linking that to riches. I hope you are still on that course, because we were talking about how, you know.
Maybe I was deviating. So now that you've brought me back.
Yes, I was a little lost at the point.
Yes.
But I was actually, the conversation was how you were able to, manage with what you were getting from showbiz then, and whether it made you rich. And you were talking about, rich is being subjective. Rich is subjective and whatnot.
Now, I said, at least it put food on the table.
Okay.
Now, if I have 20 cedis and I want to buy food, I ask myself, how much will this 20 cedis get for me or put on my table by way of food? Now, I can't go to, I have to mention a joint. It will sound as advertising for...
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
I can't take 20 cedis to Papaya and tell them, give me rice. Unless I want half of it. Then they have what probably either 14 cedis or 15 cedis will give me half that. Otherwise, if I have like 13 cedis, I can't go there and buy rice from Papaya. So if it is Gary, that the 20 cedis would be able to put on my table, I have to buy Gary.
So you were content?
Yes.
But it didn't go beyond that?
Well, there were certain things I couldn't afford. There were, I would say, you see, when you have something in abundance, then it determines what you want to do. I have like 100 cedis, so I want to just go on a tour and come back to Accra. I want to see what is happening in the other regions. But if you don't have it in abundance, you stay in Accra.
So that brings us to the point that you just had enough for yourself and for you to be comfortable.
Yes.
What were some of the things you couldn't afford? Some of the things you would love to afford but you couldn't?
Buying a Jaguar car.
So which one were you able to afford?
Well, now I'm driving a BMW.
That's right.
And I'm okay.
What's the most valuable possession you got out of movies or out of your career?
Knowledge. Yeah. And knowledge is power. Knowledge is everything. I learned a lot. Yeah.
Like what?
Everything. Everything.
The most valuable lesson out of it?
Well, I can't pin a particular thing, but then I'll say knowledge. Yeah.
Do you have any regrets?
As in...
In your career, was there a move you did that you really regret, you wish you didn't do?
In everything, if anybody tells you he doesn't have regrets, the person has lied. Then you are a liar. Even sometimes when you are eating, there are some morsel that you pick, and it's too big. You regret even take it because it will choke you if you are not careful. And you regret trying to swallow that morsel. You see, so...
Is there a certain decision you took in your career that you regret taking that decision?
Let me play back and see. For now, I don't remember. For now, I don't.
But you do have regrets?
Yes, in life, we all have regrets.
So which of the regrets do you remember?
There are times certain things you don't keep in your system. You just
let them go.
You let them go. So it will be difficult for me to remember.
Okay. What's your proudest moment as an actor?
Well, you know, when I'm in front of the camera and performing, and your director is happy, your producer is happy, your co-performers are happy. Yeah.
That's general, but take me to a particular moment that you look back to and smile. A particular moment in your life, in your career, that you look back to and say, wow, this is actually my proudest moment. This thing made me happy and I'm proud of myself.
I don't know, but let me just see if this will wash.
Okay. No, it doesn't have to wash with me. I mean, for me, I just want to know from you. I mean, it doesn't have to wash with me. Yeah, it's your life I'm playing, so it's not really about me. Watch it.
There was one time I went to the theater with my girlfriend.
You went to the theater with your girlfriend?
Yes, I was performing, and I made her laugh to till she fell out of her seat.
Wow.
And I said, yeah, this is the man. I'm the man.
Interesting. Well, you can also WhatsApp us at 0244-340-437. Watch this, my guest here as we look back at his life as an actor and one of Ghana's finest comedians. Well, it's been God knows how many years in movies.
I don't know. I don't want to say.
You don't want to even remember because it's been a long time coming.
Yeah. And you know, comedy is something I don't want to stop. But I keep asking myself, how can a clergy act comedy? But since it's not stealing and it's still work, I believe I can still go ahead with it.
Of course, God has a sense of humor. I mean, you can be in the clergy and still act. I don't think you can't. Yeah. So you are, but are you still active? Are you still acting? Because I haven't seen any material you've put out in like a few years.
Yeah. You know, because I was for some time I had to stay indoors.
Why?
You know it. I don't have to say it.
Because you are not well?
Well, you will say so, but I will say because I was well.
Okay, I understand that. So are you better now?
Well, since I'm breathing.
Okay.
Since I'm still breathing, I'm well.
So what efforts are you taking to get yourself back into mainstream acting? Because like you rightly said, you're still interested in getting roles. Is that it?
Yeah, I have scripts lined up, you know, and I have scripts that I've written. I remember some time back, even Multimedia contracted me to do something, but then we didn't finish talking. Okay. You know?
Yeah.
And
so maybe once you're here, we should continue the conversation.
Not on air.
Not on air. Right. Okay. Owula Ni Ado sends a message and wants me to ask you, are you affiliated to the MPP? Because you've been cited on most of their gatherings, even the recent Ayawase West Wuogon MPP campaign.
You know, when I'm here on a showbiz platform, not on a political platform, so I would beg him to forgive me to jump over this question.
No, on behalf of him, you are not forgiven. We want to know. It is you. It's a personality profile. It's all about you. So if you are, I mean, there's nothing wrong if you're into politics. Why do you want to jump this question?
You know something?
Tell me.
You are trying to pin me to the wall.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm not. No, not at all. I'm only finding out.
Everybody is a political animal. Yes. It's just that you don't see the colors a particular person is made of.
Okay.
In a particular political well, let me stop here.
Okay, I understand. I'll let it go. I'll let it go. Well, you know what? There are so many messages. You see, I didn't ask the question. There are so many messages that are coming in for you. You know, people miss you, and so they want to know about you. And then that's how come they're asking all these questions. But it's okay. Lexus, big shout out to the man of God. Will he be called Prophet Wache, Angel Wache, or Reverend Wache? Let him answer. From Eric J. Kumase. I'm sure Reverend Dr. Wache.
Well,
or something of the sort.
I don't know as I speak, but I'll get to know after I graduate.
Okay. Well, when you were really active, of course, with the likes of Grace Norte, Mami Dokno, Grace Omabo, Idi Koko, who you did a lot of movies with, including, what's the one? The pregnancy one. What's it called again? Something pregnancy. Stolen pregnancy. You remember that one? Yeah, the one you were doing, whatever it is with. I mean, do you think those times have changed when it comes to our movie industry? Do you think those times were better than now? Let's have an assessment from where you sit.
As in directing, scripts, or...
In everything. I mean, you can take it from different angles. Let's talk about quality of actors and actresses.
Yeah, back then, we had quality of actors, good actors, you know. Trained actors, but you know, in everything, as you go along, certain people get involved who come from only God knows where, and that is where we've gotten to. So probably it has changed a wee bit, but not totally. A wee bit.
Do you think the actors then were better than those we have now?
Well, I wouldn't say so. But, you know, back then, we're doing only English. We're doing only English. So even on Trotro, you know, we're doing Chi. But there was one particular episode the director made me forget myself. You know, we were running from Medina through Legon to Accra, and we picked some students from Legon. And I forgot I don't speak English, you know. And I got carried away, and I also started speaking English. So after the show, I said, wow, director, what did I do? I've forgotten I don't speak English. I don't even understand English. But he said, oh, it's okay. Let it go.
Wow.
But I didn't like that show.
Okay.
Because I spoke English. I didn't like it.
Interesting.
Though I performed well, but I didn't like it.
Efia says, Lexus, I'm simply amazed at his command over the Queen's language. Wow. Nice listening to him. Good evening, Lexus. Efia, good evening to you too. And thank you so much for staying with us here on Drive Time on Joy. So let's also talk about the state of the industry itself. Not just the actors per se. Everything together. Do you think we have a better industry now?
You see, that... I'll push it to Ghanaians. You know, Ghanaians do not like their own. Now, when you go to Nigeria, the film industry is the second foreign exchange earner. But when you come to Ghana, it's a sorry situation. Because, well, in a way, I would say population size also counts. In marketing, it's all about numbers. If you don't have the numbers, you don't have it all. You don't have it at all. So if you're comparing a nation of about 30 million people and another nation of like 200 or and more people, definitely they would outweigh.
What about script and storylines? I mean, you guys had some really hilarious storylines and some good storylines as well. What about the storylines from back in the day and now?
Yes, back in the day, when the script is written, you read it, you realize this is a proper screenplay. A proper screenplay. Everything is described. Everything is defined. Now, you the player, your age is spelled out. Where you are coming from is spelled out. But these days, you pick a script and you don't even know how old you are. The character you are playing, you do not know how old the character is. Where the character is coming from, you don't even know. Who the character is, you don't even know. It's just that some lines are written. Just that. Even the dialogue, no, I don't want to be make enemies here. No. But then there were good dialogues back then. There were good dialogues.
Lexus, Wache is the man. He contributed a lot to the movie industry. I'm praying he stays strong and well. I truly admire him. It's from Nana Kwesi Azozo in New York City, USA. Lexus, I love him and Idi Koko tricking the wife and Mark Jordan Amati. His apapansa. Okay. Much love to Wache. Please tell him to feel free and open up about his experiences and past. We want to learn. Ishmael Saki in Ayawa Supoku. I say, Ishmael, well, this evening, Wache has been a little closed up. I'm sure he says he doesn't want to step on toes, so he's not been forthcoming much. But we understand him. I mean, tonight we're celebrating him, so whatever he wishes for, we'll let him have that. Do you miss any of your colleagues back from back then?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Like who?
Like Jojo Mills Robertson. Like Jaga P. Yeah, I see him all the time, yes.
Yeah, Jaga P.
Who else? And who are this? I've forgotten. There was one particular guy who helps me in fooling.
He helps you in fooling.
You know, most times acting is like running a relay. You know, at a certain point, you change the baton.
Yeah.
And some characters, when you're acting with them, they give you the baton and they give it to you real well.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. You still don't recall who it is?
Well, I don't. The person now is a prominent personality, so I won't mention him.
Why are you scared to give out? So
no, I won't mention him. It's not good.
Why is it not good?
It's not good.
If the person was an actor, I mean, I don't get it. Watch it.
It's not good.
What is not good?
Mention him. No. It's
not good that you commend him for helping you, fool. Okay, moving on from there then. Wache, tell me, we earlier spoke about your proudest moment, or your, the moment you really enjoyed most in your career. Tell me about your lowest moment.
Do I remember? I didn't know all these things were going to come up. Yes. I would have written notes on it.
Oh dear.
Okay, let's move on. Let's move on.
We should move on from there. Okay. Solomon in Ablekuma says one famous line in the movie Wache played was, "Masa, make you no shoot my langa langa." Do you remember that?
I do.
Yeah. Wait. Were you the one who says Alberta say yes? Were you the one who said Alberta say yes?
In which
I've forgotten the movie. The one the person brought out a chocolate or something and said, Alberta, take this and say yes.
No.
Shoot. I remember something like that. Okay, Lexus, listening and watching you live from the UK. Good to see you watching after so many years. And that's from Tito. Wow, I'm really enjoying this beautiful show. It's been a while I heard from Wache. I miss him a lot on the screen. And that's from Edem Obama in Dansoman. Okay, well, amazing stuff. It's been so many years since we last saw him on the screens, but he's around doing well. He just updated us. He's in school, studying to become a reverend minister because he feels that the calling is long overdue. Well, he still wants to be acting, right?
Yeah.
You want to be playing roles and whatnot. Do you still think that the directors and whatnot have you guys on your list? When I say on the list, like, do they have because I've not seen a lot of the old guys acting lately.
Yeah. Recently, I was given a role where I played somebody who is a chain smoker. But then, before I accepted the role, I had to call my lecturers to agree.
Okay.
If I could play that role or not.
Yeah.
And they said yes. But then, if only the cigarette will not be lit.
Okay.
And I'll just be holding it to mime whatever I'm doing.
Okay.
Yes, fine.
So that's what you did?
Yes.
You didn't light the cigarette?
No.
Okay. Interesting. Let's talk about family. Are you married now?
Now, no.
No. You're a bachelor.
I'm not
You're on
a
the
bachelor.
market.
Yes. you can put me on yourself.
Wache is on the market, but you have kids. You have any kids?
Yeah.
How many?
2, but 1 is gone.
Oh.
1 is gone to the Almighty.
May their soul rest in peace.
Amen.
How old is the one with you now? Okay.
I'm a young boy.
How young?
Oh, very young, very young.
How young?
Oh.
Or that's too you wouldn't disclose?
I started acting when I was a clot of blood in my mother's womb.
That's right.
Yes. So.
Oh boy. Well, sadly, we've run out of time, but good to know you're doing well. Great catching up with you, Prince Yosin. Somebody I should ask you if you eat wachi.
Yeah, sometimes.
Sitting there looking like, well, I'm eating myself. Lexus, it was Nat Banini who did the Alberta say yes. Oh, okay. Kudos to Wache for putting smiles on our faces back then. And please tell him to feel free to flow.
You see, eating Wache makes me a cannibal. You see?
Let me see. Please ask him if he enjoys it when people call him Wache in town.
Why not? It's a name, but just that character is stupid.
And very, very unlike the person who plays it.
Yes.
Is that it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. All right, that's fine. Would leave it there. Richard Accra says, wow, watch a impressive level of intelligence and in-depth responses. His diction is apt. I'm impressed. Okay, I'm proud of Wache for being part of the first human TV commercial for Cowbell, because Cowbell was noticed for animations for commercials. Yeah, You remember that, right?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Well, as we wrap up, you've had various experiences in life. You've been through life. You've acted. You've seen fame. You've seen money, or maybe a bit of it. That's enough to make you comfortable and whatnot. Now, if I were to ask you to advise anybody, what would you tell them?
Humility. I'll say humility pays. So, whatever you are doing, don't put a particular tag on yourself, but be humble, be respectful. That is all you have to do.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Prince.
Welcome,
It's
sir.
been great spending time with you, and we wish you all the best in your journey to become a Reverend Minister. Hopefully, when you are due for your induction, you should let us know so we can come and support you as well.
Yes,
Yeah?
yes,
We wish you. How long till you graduate, though?
Either this year or next year.
Or next year? Okay. Well, we wish you all the best, and we hope you become a great Reverend as well. Thank you,
Amen.
and God bless you.
Amen.
Yeah. On behalf of all of Ghana, we say thank you. Yeah, that's it. Why? All right. Prince Yosin, aka Wache, here on Joy 99.7 FM. It's our Ghana month, and we bring you some of the stars of yesteryears. And Wache is, of course, one very strong part of them. I loved him from way back when I was much younger. And he's still active. He's still doing it. He said, look, I'm still doing movies, and I'd love to get back on the screens. But more importantly, he would love to be in the pulpit. My name is Louis Kwame Sichama. Call me Lexus Bill. Thanks a lot to Philip Nye, Abeku Sankofi, and Sawin Ofori. God willing, tomorrow we are back with another edition of Drive Time on Joy. Have a great evening. Uncle Ken will be on your radio pretty shortly.